What's up?
Okay, there was a beef brewing between the Joe Budden's podcast, specifically Melyssa Ford, and Camron going
Melyssa
on.
Ford was out of control for what
Yeah,
she said.
she was wrong.
She was wrong.
What is
But
up
you know
with
what
these female podcasts? Like, you know what I'm
Like-
saying? Like, they be on some shit.
The way she said it was really out of control, especially like Cam said,
reckless.
in this climate,
Yeah, you
in
can't
this
do that.
times, you can't even remotely mention underage girls with a guy.
Yeah. So for those who aren't familiar,
That shit crazy.
I'll break down the story. Let me start from the
Okay.
beginning. Cameron and Mace decided, well, Cameron actually went
Their
live.
story was wild too. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, y'all
Cameron
gonna
went
tell this
live
story?
and decided to tell a story about a time he and Mace were minors in a brothel, a whorehouse.
A whorehouse.
And they were just talking about the story of them being in the whorehouse, and that was it. On the Joe Budden's podcast, Melyssa Ford brought it up and just happened to mention that there could have been minors in the whorehouse, which Cameron said there were, which was him and Mace. They said they were 16
Yeah,
at
so
the
they're
time.
already
so everybody
underage.
already underage.
So
Nobody's
what the
supposed
fuck
to
is
be
the
there.
problem? Like,
But Melyssa Ford brought that up out the blue. But here's where that's reckless. But here's where it's real reckless. Joe Budden's podcast is
Let them do
pre-recorded,
it.
so he could have easily edited out that whole shit, but he left it in.
but Joe Budden messy. Y'all know that. He's
Yeah.
messy.
He messy and Melyssa Ford is messy.
Yeah.
Time out. Because I mean,
He's messy like a bitch messy.
in a way, yeah, Joe is messy, but is Joe wrong? Like, she said it, so she got to stand on what she said.
Yeah, but you gotta edit it. Here's the real.
There's
If you want to
something
avoid any
right.
potential fallout, you
Any
edit
kind
that
of
shit out.
lawsuit, any kind of anything.
I understand what you're saying, because Joe Budden's been like, nah, I think Cam needs to hear this, regardless of how he went about it.
Nah.
He was being messy.
No.
Oh, okay, but
I mean, just as a man.
nevertheless, she was out of control.
Yeah,
for
she
what
was wrong
said.
for that.
And she was wrong, but he followed through.
Yeah, exactly.
So they
That's
were
how-
being messy.
They were both being messy.
Messy shit. He do.
Yeah,
That's how I feel.
you know he's a bitch when it comes to that type of shit. He is messy as hell.
Yeah.
And see, that's what kind of confused.
He
that's
always
what,
been
that's
messy.
What camouflages Joe. Like, Joe's a messy nigga, but I always defend Joe when it comes to rapping. I'm
he's
always
dope.
the first one to run the mouse defense. Like, yo, Joe Budden is
Okay, well
that's
his
not new.
rapping personality and his regular personality is messy.
That's not new. There's a lot
Him
of
and Jason Lee can sit together.
yeah. There's
Messy.
a lot of rappers that are dope
Yes.
that are bitch ass.
That's how messy he is. Like, for real.
I've
There
met
are a
quite
lot
a
of
few.
And he like to argue with females.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, come on now.
The Jason Lee straight nigga.
But
Yeah.
but
No,
never.
wait, nobody
But I still like, even, as much as I want to put on Joe, Melyssa's just completely
Yeah,
wrong.
I mean,
Yeah, but
but-
she hyped it up and he followed through with it.
Yeah, my only issue is that at the end of the day, it falls on Joe because he's the one that could have
It's
edited
his
it.
It's his show.
It's his show.
So he could have had something to say, you know?
See, now it'd have been different if it was live like now and we had Melyssa Ford on and she was popping shit. That'd be different. But Joe Budden's podcast pre-recorded.
That's crazy though. Like,
So
and then,
he's the one to blame. I blame him more than her.
then you talk about years ago, like 20, 30 plus years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And
Nigga, that's 30 years ago if they
you
talk
talk about 30 plus years ago, and then you're
talking
going
when
to
they
try
were
to
16.
you're going to try to put something on somebody that's kind of wild.
They're trying to turn that nigga into Puff.
You know what I'm saying? Take that.